to the channels, guys. Channels? Anyways, welcome back. Today, we're continuing our WWE Superstars Series. This, I believe, is the 8th figure in the series. So, without any further ado, Mankind. This one looks really cool. Like I said before, these are made like the He-Man figures, and Mankind just like the Ultimate Warrior is too. They just like fit as a He-Man character. So I could take, and instead of putting him up on this shelf, dog is throwing a fit over here. Instead of putting him on my wrestling shelf, I could take him in there and put him in my Castle Grayskull or in my Snake Mountain. Sorry about that. Yes, I have those play sets. We don't want to talk about that. We'll talk about Mankind. So let's get him out of this damn box and let's do the thing. All right, we're back. This is the last week of the WWE Superstars Series. We are going to, as we collect more of these, we will add to this playlist on YouTube and stuff. But the main series that we've just filmed of 9 figures is coming to a close. There's one more after this one. But of course, here we have Mankind, one of the 3 faces of Foley. I surely hope that they do the other 3 faces of Foley in the WWE Superstars. That would be Dude Love and Cactus Jack. That would be awesome. So I'm going to grab this real quick and kind of show you. There's the front of the package. Let's see, what's it say? Includes fabric gear. Let's turn it to the side. Looks like we've got the pack with some hands in it, and then you can see the artwork, the good Mankind artwork there. Flip it over, and we have, of course, the same artwork in black and white. Then over here we have the smiley face with the Mankind mask on. It says, "Have a nice day." We've got the Socko puppets off to the side, which don't make sense with this particular version of Mankind, but that's okay. Foley is good, Mandible Claw, and Mrs. Foley's baby boy. And then there's the other figures in the series. We've already seen $1 Million Man on the channel. And I've already said that I'm missing Papa Shango, so you guys can probably guess what's coming next. So, but now it's going to be time. We need to get him out of the package, so let's do that right now. Alright, so we've got Mankind out of the package, and let's show you this first. It is just a bag with the extra hands. We've got open palm hand with glove, and open palm hand without, so right and left. And then we have a closed fist hand, and then we have an open fist hand with that weird thumb thing. So I'm looking to see. Interesting. I wonder why we didn't get a two closed fist hands. That's very strange. So let me grab the figure up and bring him up close so I can show him to you guys. Let's look at that mask first. Very awesome mask. His hair seems to be, well, on video it's a little more red than it should be, but in person it's pretty close. There's that weird logo thing that he uses on the chest, and it's on the back as well. This is a cloth outfit as it's stated on the thing. The classic brown pants, and as you can see, his hand has that special glove on it that keeps those 2 fingers in between stuck together for the mandible claw. This mask, I don't believe comes off, or I'm just wrong. So I'm going to show you real quick because it does come off, but I don't want to take it all the way off. So look, It's Mick Foley. That was not expected at all. Okay, there we go. I did not expect that mask to come up, so. But it's back on now. Da-da-da-da. So I can tell you the one thing that I would say this figure is missing is the bald spot on top. That would have added to this figure's mystique. If you know what I'm talking about, there's a scene where a lot of times Mankind would come into the ring and sit over in the corner and pull out his freaking hair. There we go. So we'll go in a little bit more on him. That's pretty good. But still a very cool figure. No, that's all he came with. He didn't have any other accessories. But it's a good looking figure. It's Mankind. This is the only Mankind in my collection. The closest thing I have is a Mick Foley Funko Pop. So I'm super happy to finally be able to add Mankind. I love this figure. I love this character. Growing up, it was very traumatic for me. If you've listened to the podcast, I've talked about this on the podcast, and this leads into the next figure as well. So there was a feud in the Attitude Era between Mankind and The Undertaker. And if you haven't listened to the podcast episodes, then you're gonna sit here and think I'm about to talk about the Hell in a Cell match, but I'm not. The feud between Mankind and The Undertaker was going on, and Paul Bearer had left The Undertaker and was with Mankind. And it was at the end of Monday Night Raw. And Mankind comes out and shoots a fireball into The Undertaker's face. And that's what ended the show. Now, here's the kicker. At the time, I am young. I am young enough that I don't know for sure. I haven't determined yet that stuff like that. I thought it was over for The Undertaker. He's blind. He's never going to wrestle again. I'm never going to get to see The Undertaker again. I was right there on the cusp. This is when I still knew, this was all real, and got in arguments when people called it fake, So he blinds The Undertaker. Here's the kicker, though. There is no internet for me to go on to and find out if The Undertaker's okay. At that time, okay, yes, there was internet. There was no Google. I couldn't get on there and see a news thing saying that spoiled it 2 weeks ahead of time and all that stuff. The information that we have now was not available. And at the time, I wouldn't have known how to look it up anyways. If it was available on what internet we did have. So I just knew I'd never see The Undertaker was blind for the rest of his life, and I never get to see him again. And I just hated Mankind. He took away one of my favorite wrestlers. Not my favorite, but probably my number 2. Damn. So, but as you know, of course, The Undertaker was not blinded. He did come back. And I believe when he came back, he shot a fireball in Paul Bearer's face. Or that may have been what started it. Undertaker shot a fireball in Paul Bearer's face, so Mankind got him back. I can't remember. But anyways, but Mankind was one of the dark and demented characters. And so few people have been able to pull off the dark, mysterious, magical character in professional wrestling. Of course, Mankind wasn't magical. He was just in the darkness and very sick in the head. Undertaker, of course, had the darkness and the mystique behind him. Very few have been able to pull that off in the wrestling world. Many have tried. Not very many can do it. So, but I've rambled on about it long enough. There's not much else to say about this figure. I really like it. I'm going to have to say, though, it's not replacing Ric Flair as my favorite in this series. Damn. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end it. Go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this Mankind. And did you have any traumatic experiences as a child with professional wrestling where you were not able to look up and find out if they were going to be okay and stuff like that? Let me know if you have any stories like that. Put them all down in that comments section down below. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so you'll get notified every time we upload another unboxing video, whether that be action figures like this or trading cards. You'll also get notified when all of our video game videos come up. And then you're going to get a notification every single Sunday, except for some special occasions, about, just too much. Oh, that's not enough. Gladiator Wrestling Podcast is live on YouTube and Facebook almost every single Sunday. With that being said, make sure you're following us on all of our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, TikTok. We've got loads of content on all of those platforms, and we're trying to bring you loads more. And there's a way that you guys can help us do that. It's very simple. I know I've asked you to click on a lot of things and go to a lot of places and click follow and like and stuff like that. But there's a big thing you can do to help us out, and it's clicking one more button. Every time you watch a video that's GWP, or every time you look at a Facebook post or a tweet or a thread or a TikTok or a reel, hit the share button. You guys don't have any idea how much it will mean to this channel for you to hit that share button. Because if you hit it and 10 more people look at it and 2 out of the 10 subscribe, that's great. If everyone else that watches this does the same and 1 to 2 people subscribe, it just grows and grows and grows. And that's our whole goal. We want to continue to grow and bring you bigger, better, higher quality content, and spread out to where we can go live and bring the podcast to multiple platforms. Right now, like I said, it's only Facebook and YouTube, but with your help, we'll be able to spread it to other platforms. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much in advance for clicking the share button and going to all those other platforms and following us. But that's all we got for today. Gladiator out.